Hello, everyone. Plato and Aristotle, the two greatest minds of the ancient world, that became an inspiration for many people of the future, us in our case. Every scientific revolution in Europe and all of the great advances in science can be traced all the way back to Plato and Aristotle. Because their argument was very powerful and establishing principles from which great many things could come out of it. One of them was the concept of the void. What exactly is the void, the nothingness? For example, if you have an object that is very dense, it has less void inside. And when you have an object that is less dense, it has more void inside. We can think of the void as a separation between the atoms or stuff like that, or separation between the particles. What did Plato argue about the principles? The void, the natural world, space and time, for example. Well, to be clear, it's really hard to grasp the principles. It's a lot easier to say when we see a chair, that's a chair. It's a lot easier to say when we see a table, that's a table. It's a lot easier to say what the thing is than what the thing is made of. For example, a table are made of atoms. We understand what a table is and we can build a table, we can use a table, but understanding what the composition of the table and the chair is, because everything is made of parts. We see the macroscopic world. It's a lot easier for us to say, this is a tree, this is a mountain, this is a cloud. But when we delve deeper into the microscopic world, what exactly is the composition of a cloud? What exactly is the composition of a mountain, a tree? Then we see a completely different universe of cells and chemicals and molecules and atoms and fluids. So it's really amazing that the Greek philosophers were already aware of this complexity. It's a lot easier to tell what things are and what they're used for than actually understand what they're made of. And what they're made of is the principles. It's the primary substances, which they had no clue what the primary substance was like. Now we know that the primary substance are made of particles and energy and light and atoms. But at that time, in the ancient world, they knew that there must be fundamental elements that comprised everything, but they kept arguing between themselves. What exactly is this primary substance? What exactly it does, and why is a wood different than an iron? Why is a tree different than a human being? Because we're all made of matter, but there's a difference in the primary substance that is molded in the shape of matter. And that is what today we study quantum mechanics, trying to delve deep into this quantum jitter to try to understand the fundamental principles of the cosmic order.